Get set, because it's time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brian, and we are back with It's 420 Somewhere podcast. That's right, guys. How's everyone doing out there? Oh, man, I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a great day. And we got a freaking awesome show packed up for you guys. Packed up, locked up, packed up, get down, downtown, Chinatown. I don't know. We're just going crazy, guys. We got a great show lined up for you today. We are jumping into a special one. It is Paranormal Tuesday, which could also be Conspiracy Theory Tuesday. And we're going to jump into a good one, guys. Is Donald Trump a time traveler sent from the future to save us all from nuclear war? That's the question I've been wrestling with for the last 10 or 15 days that I've gotten into this conspiracy and awesome thing. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's some books from 1899 called the Barron Trump novels. Legit, 1899. And they talk about a young boy that goes back in time with a man named Donald Trump. And he runs for president because he's a time traveler. And he has to save the world from nuclear war. And his advisor's name is Pence. I cannot make this stuff up, guys. That's right. Oh, man. Crazy. So we're going to be getting into that on True Crime or on Paranormal Tuesday, guys. Had to wet the whistle. Sorry about that. Oh, but first, we got the top 5 at 420 for you guys. Hey, if it's your first time watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Why don't you leave us a comment? We've been known to give away great prizes for first-time comments. Let us know. Get active in the community. We have a great community out here. But The top 5 at 420, guys, is we count down the top 5 craziest things, whether it be cats attacking people's faces or people crashing cars or people forgetting to yell 4 and they hit the guy in the head with the golf club. Whatever it is, we get into it, and we get into it hard. We have a great time. Up today at the top 5 at 420, we got the top 5 epic haunted maze fails from one particular maze. This is a photo drop, a portrait drop. So as you're walking through the maze, they have the portraits lined up on the wall, and they drop, and the guys pop out at you and scare you. That's right. We got the top 5 of those. Oh, you guys know how I love a good jump scare, guys. Oh, that's right. Hey, make sure you're hitting that like, subscribe, share button, guys. The only way we get this show bigger is by spreading the word, and you guys are the #1 soldiers to go out there and do that. That's right. Share this sucker, man. If you enjoy this show, you enjoy what we do, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. You know, we give away some cool stuff. October, man. We're going to get into more of that at the end of the show. Man, the 31 days of giveaways for the spooky holidays, guys. That's right. We're going big on Halloween. Hey, congratulations to us all. 10,000 subscribers, guys. Woo! We did it. We hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. And oh, man, how great is that? Oh, so make sure you're hitting up that dailydank.com too, guys. Check out our merch. I think I got everything squared away on the Shop Zone, whatever app is. So you should be able to order shirts and whatever without having to order 10,000 of them. I don't know. Wix. That's all I'm going to say. Wix. All right, guys, we are going to get into the top 5 at 420. That's right. And these are jump scares in a haunted maze. Oh, and they're so good, guys. They are so good. All right. Where are we at here? All right, here we go. Top 5 at 420. And boom goes the dynamite. That's right, guys. Top 5 at 420, brought to you by the Healing Center, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. Save some green on some green. All right, guys. Number 5. This guy dressed up like Santa. Whoa! Oh, man. I don't think he's dressed up like Santa. He might be somebody else. Oh, man. They got them good. Good. All right, number 4, guys. Oh, he's like, yeah, I'll walk through first. They ain't gonna get me. Look at this guy. Oh, oh, they got him so good. All right, number 3, guys. Here we go. Oh man, oh, got him from both sides. Oh, man. Let's zoom in on that one. Let's do a replay if we can. Oh. Oh, the kid didn't take long to recover. But that's pretty awesome. All right, number 2, guys.
Okay, so watch us.
Oh, they got her good. But wait, there's more. She's one who wants to conquer her fears, guys. So what happens the second time? She's prepared. She's going to handle this. She's going to get it done right.
You watching? Yes. Just keep watching the TV.
And, oh, they got her again. Oh, man. You know, hats off to her for trying to do it again. All right, number 1, guys. Here we go. Oh, look, they're brave. They're going to master this thing. They're getting it down. Oh, and look, the people in the back, they're going to get it again, I bet. Watch. Nope, that's funny. You know, it's always easier if you're the one in the back. I think we got a bonus round for you. Here we go, guys. There's a lot of people. Look, they're going to drop him again, I bet. Ah! A double dose on that one. Nice. Nice. I love me some jump scares, man. There we go. Back up and running. Because it's 420. What? Where's it at? Oh my God, it's 420. 420 came quick. What was everyone smoking on? Throw up those comments. I want to know the strains. I want to know, what kind of rig did you have? Did you have that dab rig? Did you have that steamroller? We've been talking steamrollers. You have that bong. You have that vape pipe. Man, I'm getting some gray. Woo! Getting old, guys. Getting old as I stare into the monitor. That's right. Oh, man. How's everyone's Tuesday? Oh, mine is fantastic. Picked me up a new little friend, if you guys didn't see yesterday. Got me a amazing new friend named Rosie. She's an English bulldog, but probably never been to England. She's an English bulldog. Picked her up at the shelter, rescued her. We've been getting along just great. So I'm happy about that. But what I'm most happy about is spending 420 with my friends. That's right. Blow up those comments, guys. Let me know that you're happy to be here. Let me know that you're in the house, guys. That's right. Because we got a good one. We got a great one today, guys. We got for Paranormal Tuesday. Seeing if I had anything spooky lined up. I do not. I got true crime. I got 420. Nope. Oh, well. Paranormal Tuesday. We're going to go into conspiracy theory a little bit. And it is paranormal. We are going to answer the age-old question. Is Donald Trump a time traveler from the future? That's right. We're not getting political, guys. We're not going to, I don't want to see anything like blah, 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 cut off the heads of innocent goats or anything like that. I don't want to see how great he is. I don't want to see how evil he is. I want to see, is he a time traveler? Is this theory hold water? And that's what we're going to get into, guys. I looked all over YouTube, and I could not find any deep dives into this subject. We're going to get into a little bit right now, all right? So we're going to start off, we're going to do it like in 4 sections. We're going to start off with the books themselves, the author, any kind of conspiracy theories, any kind of connections, and then we're going to get into, I guess, theories ultimately. All right, so here we go, guys. All right, you ready for this? Because I'm ready. All right. Now, legit, the travel and adventures of little Barron Trump. The Barron Trump novels are 2 children novels written in 1889 and 1893 by American author and lawyer Ingersoll Lockwood. They remained obscure until 2017 when they received media attention for perceived similarities between protagonist, and U.S. President Donald Trump. That's right, guys. These are legit books that were actually written in 1889 and 1893. Pretty crazy. And the similarities are insane. So Lockwood published the first novel, Travels in the Adventures of Little Baron Trump and His Wonderful Dog Bulger, in 1889. Its sequel, Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, in 1883. The novels recount the adventures of the German boy William Heinrich Sebastian von Trump, Troomp. Now remember that one. So not spelt the same, but you're talking different languages, that type of thing. All right, different translations. So it's the boy and who goes by the name Barron Trump. So it's about William Henrik Sebastian von Trump, but he goes by Barron Trump. As he discovers weird underground civilizations, offends the natives, flees from his entanglements with local women, and repeats the pattern until coming back home to Castle Trump. So, I love this. So Baron Trump discovers underground civilizations, offends the natives, go figure, flees from entanglements with local women, and repeats the pattern until arriving back home at Castle Trump. We're not going to get political, I swear. But some of these things sound familiar. That's all I'm going to say. I have no opinion on the matter whatsoever, so don't be like, Brian, fuck you, Brian. No, I'm just reading, guys. That's all I'm doing. Don't kill the messenger. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting on that. All right. The novels were part of a trend in U.S. children's literature that responded to the demand for fantastic adventures, stories triggered by Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland in 1865. They were, however, indifferently received and did not enter in the canon of children's literature. In 1891, a reviewer wrote about Lockwood's novels that the author's labors through 300 pages of fantastic, grotesque narrative, and now they strike with a spark of wit. And then they strike with a spark of wit, but the sparks emit little light and no warmth, and one has to fumble for the story. So as we all know, in 2017, the books were rediscovered by internet user forum. You had 5chan. I probably got the name butchered. I'm not a deep dive guy. Reddit. There was a lot of Reddit information on it. And it pointed out the similarities between the protagonist, U.S. President Donald Trump, Jamie Fuller, who wrote Political, that Baron Trump is precious, restless, and prone to get in trouble. He often mentions his massive brain and personalized insults for most people he meets. Fuller also notes that Barron Trump lives in a building named after himself called Castle Trump, while the real Donald Trump lives in Trump Tower. Furthermore, Trump's youngest son, named Barron Trump, is named after the book. Chris Rhoda, probably butchered that, noted in Newsweek that Baron Trump adventures began in Russia. He also mentioned that another book of Lockwood's, 1900, or The Last President, in which New York City is riven by protests following shocking victories of a populist candidate in 1896 president election who brings the downfall of the American Republic. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. This is from, I'm getting a lot of this information from this one, from Wikipedia. A ton of references in here. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. So that's going to kind of break it down of what these books are about. So these books were written to kind of combat and join Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland and these great out-of-the-box adventure books that they were writing for children at the time. I mean, you think about what comes after that. So this Ingersoll Lockwood, sounds like an insult. You Ingersoll Lockwood. He was an author. He was just trying to get in. Found a niche that they were looking for, and he wrote these books. Very, very interesting. Let's get into Lockwood a little bit. So that's the basics of the book. So now about the author. There we go. So Ingersoll Lockwood was born August 2nd, 1841, and died September 30th, 1918. He was an American lawyer and a writer. He wrote children's novels, including the Barron Trump novels, as well as the dystopian novel 1900 or The Last President, a play, and several nonfiction works he wrote of his nonfiction under the name Irwin Longman. So he really didn't have a lot of credits to his name as far as books go. It seems like the two, and he had a play and a couple other ones going on. But he was more of a lawyer, I guess, which, man, boy, if he could travel through time, I think Donald Trump could use him now. or whoever. All I'm saying is there's trouble. I'm not saying right, I'm not saying wrong, but there's trouble, and he could use lawyers. One of my favorite songs at the Halloween store they play, it's a song, an Irish song, and it says, bring lawyers, guns, and money. Can never go wrong with all three of those things. All right. So we're going to look into the life and legal career a little bit of Ingersoll Lockwood. See what we got. He was born in Ossing, New York, the son of Munson Ingersoll and Sarah Lewis Lockwood. Munson Lockwood, like his two older brothers, Ralph and Albert, was a lawyer and immediate friend of Henry Clay. So he does his lawyer stuff in New York. Objection! Where's my powdered wigs? We don't do that anymore. Oh, God. Yeah, he just does his lawyer thing in New York for a long time. He graduated college, established a legal practice in New York with his older brother Henry. He spent his retirement years as a recluse in Saratoga Springs, New York, where he published his last book and collection of poetry entitled Varying Mood, Jetsam, Flotsam, and Lingham in 1912. It opens with juxtaposed photographs of Lockwood at age 35 and 70. He wrote, "The end almost came. I am only waiting for the signal to push off and begin my voyage to the Isles of the Blessed in the far western seas. I was troubled in my mind at first, for my little bark, staunch through it may be, sat in deep in the water. I was overland with conceits that wouldn't be current, and merchandise that wouldn't be sellable. In the Isles of Ballast, overboard with it. Now I have lightened ship, I feel better." Well, no one said he was a super great poet, but I find it very interesting that he was a recluse in his final years as he was writing these books. Very interesting. For a guy, New York, lawyer, objection, contempt, no, you can't handle the truth. That's right. I don't know. So, did he meet somebody? Maybe a time traveler who gave him these books? Oh, sorry, guys. Cracking the old neck and back. Whew, hurting these days. All right. So, you got that. So, that's very odd on that. So, now, we'll get into more about the fact-checking, guys. That's right. So, is Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey a real book from the 1890s? Well, yes, it is. Snoop says mostly true. So, forget a moment that seemingly endless series of revelations about Trump's White House staffing woes, the Russian investigation, the Seth Rich conspiracy, and pressing matter, largely ignored by mainstream media, has come up. Is Donald Trump a time traveler? That's the question they should have been asking from the beginning, guys. All right. The question has been circulating on conspiracy theory websites for several months. This is an old article. For several months, is backed by various pieces of evidence that we're going to get into. So one is Donald Trump's Uncle John purportedly had a relationship with Nikola Tesla, who studied an awful lot about time travel, guys. Now, a series of books published over a century ago is receiving attention for their seemingly all too eerie connections to the Trump family. The book, on which is titled Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, has been discussed on both Reddit and 4chan. Did I say 5chan? I don't know. So check that out, guys. We'll kill the logo here. Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey and 1890, or The Last President, are indeed real books written by Ingersoll Lockwood. We haven't been able to uncover any evidence proving that Donald Trump and his family have access to a time machine, however. Both of the books are archived by the Library of Congress and can be read in full on archive.org. Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey was published in 1893 and 1900, or The Last President came out a few years later. According to the Encyclopedia of Science Fiction, Lockwood penned at least one other book about his Trump character, the traveling adventures of little Barron Trump and his wonderful dog Bulger, which was published in 1890. So 3 books, guys. 3 books. I was only aware of 2. In 2017, an article in Newsweek noted that several precedent-seeming connections, such as the novel's Russian setting, a character named Don, and Fifth Avenue Hotel in New York City, where Trump Tower currently stands. So weird. So fucking weird. That's all I'm going to say. There are some incredible connections to be made to the first family of the United States, now former first family, the Lockwood novels from the turn of the 19th century. For starters, the main character's name is the same as President Donald Trump's son. It's spelled differently. Trump's adventure begins in Russia and guided through the directions provided by the master of all masters named Don. But Lockwood's third novel, The Last President, things become more eerily linked to the president of today, or a few days ago. Where is this one at? There we go. All right. The story begins with a scene of a panicked New York City in early November, describing a state of uproar. After the election, an enormously opposed outsider candidate, the entire East Side is in a state of uproar. Police officers shouted through the streets, warning city folks to stay indoors for the night. Mobs of vast sizes organized under the lead of anarchists and socialists and threatened to plunder and despoil the house of the rich who wronged the oppressed them for so many years. The Fifth Avenue Hotel will be the first to feel the fury of the mob, the novel continues, citing an address in New York City where Trump Tower now stands. Would the troops be able to save it in time? What the hell? What the hell, man? This is crazy. However, some of these connections were slightly exaggerated or outright misstated. For one, the main character is Barron Trump, not Donald. But he does meet a man, the master of all masters, Don. The book continues a biographical notice of Wilhelm Inrich. Oh, wait a minute, where am I at here? Sorry, guys. The book is a biographical notice of William Heinrich Sebastian von Troop, commonly called Little Baron Trump. Newsweek similar mistakes the Don Fum character, horrifying his name, calling him a man named Don. In fact, Don is Spanish horrific, meaning Mr., and a character, a learned Spaniard, noticed by Lockwood on page 2. Oh, so Don means Mr. in Spanish, or from Spain, and he was a Spaniard. He learned Spanish. Kind of explains a little bit, but we still got a lot. So it just so happened at the time of Bulger's low spirits, the elder Baron had, through the kindness of an old school friend, come into possession of a 15th century manuscript penned by of a no less celebrated thinker and philosopher, the learned Spaniard Don Consisto, I'm not going to pronounce that, commonly known as Don Fum, entitled A World Without a World, A World Within a World. So Don Fum is the name of this. Oh, all right. That kind of makes a little more sense. Finally, the books mentions Fifth Avenue Hotel, meaning it shares a street with Trump Tower, or Tump Tower, whatever. Shops and hotels since the late 1800s. The Waldorf Astoria was constructed on Fifth Avenue in 1893. The detail seems to be more reflective of the time it was written and less of a note of where Trump Tower would be. Although these books contain some seemingly bizarre coincidence, they are not evidence that Donald Trump is a time traveler. I love it so much that Snoops addressed that. I love that. Not that these books were written, but the fact that, hey, we're setting the record straight, guys. He's not a time traveler. Get that out of your mind. No. All these political sites crack me up. For instance, they are not evidence that he has a time machine. Time travel conspiracy theories such as this one pick and choose material that supports their conclusions with ignoring everything else. For instance, these books contain giant turtles, alternate dimensions, and a battle with a big white crane, a dog named Bulger, and a little smiling man in frozen time. We haven't traveled. What El Don has traveled, okay, guys? We don't know. Snoops. All right. Next, guys, we're going to tackle how Donald Trump is connected to Nikola Tesla. All right. On January 9th, 1943, 2 days after Nikola Tesla died in a New York City hotel, the FBI called MIT professor and esteemed electrical engineer John G. Trump to determine if any of the belongings in the inventor's estate, which included purported weapons of mass destruction Tesla called a death ray, would be dangerous if fell into enemy hands. After 3 days of investigation, John G. Trump, in fact, the late uncle of Donald Trump, determined there was no risk. It turned out Tesla never actually made his death ray. Still, the mystery and exaggerated claims, along with soaring success and failures associated with Tesla, an eccentric Siberian American polymath futurist, continues to be played out today on a scale that he couldn't even imagine. The two high-profile electric vehicle companies, one named after the inventor's last name, headed up by Elon Musk, very much intellectually descendants of the inventor, and another Nikola after his first name, would be creating huge waves and headlines. Sorry guys, I was rereading that. I thought it indicated they were related, but it's just the way they worded it. Would be both creating headlines and through very different reasons 80 years later. Seems to be beyond yet for those who've believed in the man and his vision. Maybe it's so surprising it's also the case that Tesla brash and successful and Nikola, man, a wordy article here. Their namesake separated. Here's a bit more on Nikola Tesla. He was a visionary who, among countless other inventions, ideas, helped develop, commercialize the air conditioning units, or AC just in general. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm a moron. I'm high. He invented AC, or alternating current of electrical supply. What the fuck am I on? I'm on some good, what is it? El Cheapo guys, jump on that stuff. Tesla was prone to fantastic claims and forever tapping Wall Street, including J.P. Morgan himself, for vast sums of money in part of lavish spending. Trivia alert, guys. Tesla was played by David Bowie in Christopher Nolan's The Prestige. Tesla, with Ethan Hawke in the lead role. Tesla, also The Current War. Tesla, who battled powerful rivals, including Marconi and Edison, endured a love-hate relationship with the press, who called most of his work a hoax. To September 2020, would it be underestimating to say Tesla and Nikola, the two EV companies that is, had a crazy week, which were most for normal. So Tesla is a car, as we all know, it's freaking an amazing, crazy car. There were, Nikola, the company is working on hydrogen cars. These are all Tesla inventions. Steve Jobs had it. So basically the connection, guys, is Donald Trump, Uncle John G., was the guy they called. So he had unlimited, unadulterated access to whatever Tesla had in his hotel, paperwork, theories. And this guy was obviously a smart guy himself. They're not calling Ed the maintenance man. No offense, Ed S., you're a good guy. You're not a maintenance man either. So they're not calling Ed the maintenance man to investigate this. They're calling someone who knows about it, especially this death ray thing. Who's to say he didn't take some paperwork and perfect time travel and pass it on to his heirs, little Donald and Barron Trump? I don't know, guys. I'm shuffling these things. Wow, that was a lot of information that we just took in. I would suggest you guys go and check out these books. There's audio books on YouTube. There's audio books on Audible. Check these out for yourself, guys. And I guarantee you will not be disappointed. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. We went a little long. Man, what a great information. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Blow up those comments. Make sure you're hitting that like, share, subscribe button. Hashtag Daily Dank, guys. And you're going to get entered to win some cool stuff from Baked and Unboxed. All right, guys, check it out. I'm going to bounce. Oh, man, what a great episode. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out this far, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Man, what a great episode. All right, guys, we are out, and we'll see you tomorrow on Weed Wednesday. We got a special one for you. Don't miss it. Here we go.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.